Hey everyone, happy Monday night.
Hope you're all well.
So, welcome to Soul Messages. Let us know if you have any questions, any concerns. Make sure you say your name, it helps a little bit. Actually, I don't know if this is publishing in the Head Trash Anonymous group, so I'm not sure. All right, so we got Denise here, Michelle here. So, welcome everybody that's joining here. So, who do you want to start with
I'll
tonight?
start with Michelle Kavanaugh.
All right, and we got Angela here. Welcome. All right, so my friend Michelle in Pennsylvania.
Michelle Kavanaugh, right.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to start with 3 cards. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay, the first card I'm getting is, I hope you see this, White Tarot. It's sensitivity. And that's feeling a little bit vulnerable of late, being a little bit self-protective. It's not a bad thing. It's just that don't block interactions with other people inadvertently because you're afraid of getting hurt. This is just, and cultivate the good side of the sensitivity, being compassionate toward others. And the next card is the card of defensiveness. So you want to let down that guard and stop being so defensive. It is blocking your ability to connect deeply with other people. It's more like you're connecting superficially. It's like you're in hiding. You need to let go of the fear and realize that here the next card is focused intention, that you are able to be grounded and strong and solid. The focused intention, it also means that you need to keep the chatter out of the mind, to keep the mind a little more quiet. And how do you do that? By focusing, by breathing, by meditating, by looking at a candle. And there are many ways to do it. And let's choose one more for deeper clarity, and the Sacral Chakra. So this is saying you need to have more adventure and fun in your life. Okay.
All right, I want to read for Denise Ray. Let's take a look here. So let's pull the energy deck here and see what's going on. Oh, actually, this card just jumped out, so we'll go with that one. Okay, so the energy tonight is we're getting the attention card. It's really about keeping present and noticing what's going on right here, right now, because mind's always trapped into the past, our future guessing, but we're not really right here, right now. So it's really about paying attention to this moment is the best way to describe it. It's really a strong attention, though. It's not light. It's really to get your attention, especially if that card jumped out. It's saying that there's something happening or going to happen that's going to require your full attention. Don't allow the mind to create those stories about it based on past outcomes. Just notice what's going on there. And then you're getting the truth card. The truth is perfect because the truth is in this moment. The truth is never in our thoughts about the past, what may happen in the future. The truth is always right here, right now. It's in our heart. It's that intuition. It's those instincts. And then it's also about keeping the hope alive and the promises alive, which complement each other really well. Because when you're here in this moment, you're hopeful of new possibilities, new things happening. You're not in this mind of lack. And the promise card is I know all my strength is right here, and I'm promising to myself that I'm going to stay right here in my full power.
Can you pull down the scroll? There's someone Ray or someone. What do they say? No. Oh, yeah, Ray Golden.
Okay.
A message. Okay, Ray. Again, this is for Ray Golden. I will take 2 to start. This is being one's own best friend and developing a sense of closeness with the self. In other words, being honest with yourself, owning up to the things that you truly want, not being afraid to express yourself and to express your heart. The heart chakra means you need to open up that center right here between your breasts to envision a green light, a healing light, and to really open yourself up to things in your life you truly want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. It's communication about your feelings, what I see here so far. So being more open and honest with yourself and others. And this is caregiver. So what I feel is that you're giving away a lot of stuff. You're taking care of other people's needs before your own. And that's very noble and selfless. But you need to care for yourself a little bit more, have a better relationship with yourself, more self-care, more self-awareness, more self-love. And the last card is facing your fear. So I believe that you're afraid of finding out, of people finding out who you truly are. This is facing your fear of being too open, and to be more open and honest about your emotions, to ask for things that you want.
All right. This was a few minutes ago, so I'll make sure that Angela Molnar, are you still watching us here? Angela Molnar Pemberton. You had an experience last night, so let's dive into that if you're here, Angela. That was a kind of up in the scroll. So I want to make sure you're still here so we can dive into your energy. And we do have a very busy scroll, so you don't have to say, appreciate a reading every minute, if you will. It's when every 5, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and we haven't given you a reading. And sometimes maybe you're not just supposed to get a message that night. We're really trying to read people that we're, saying, hey, this person needs attention, clarity. That's what I'm feeling with Angela here, and she is here, that she's had this experience. So I want to tune into that and see what's going on, what's the energy around that. All right, let's take a look. Actually, I'm feeling 2 cards, Angela, for you on this. But we need to remember it's just an experience. It doesn't have to become our permanent reality. It can shake us up, it can disturb us, but it's okay. Well, perfect cards together. Divine light, perfect, along with the inner beauty. They're all directing you back to your consciousness, this inner light within you. The mind gets trapped up in the experience that this is the worst thing ever. Just reminding that the light within you, that inner beauty, was untouched by the experience. Regardless of the experience that we're having, spirit is untouched. It's just the human experience can be very difficult and trying at times. But just to see, what am I meant to learn from this? And it may be a little difficult, but they're just really reminding you that your light is unaffected. But just be aware of the mind keeping it alive. If the mind keeps it alive, it just definitely can drag the past into the present. And that's the PTSD. We don't want that to happen by just staying here. Let's see what we have here. Well, we got another 3rd card confirmation of that. The eagle, the communion, that's the spirit within us. It's the true self. So you get the true self, the divine light, the inner beauty. They're all saying the same thing, that this remains untouched. And when you keep listening to this voice, then life becomes effortless. But this is also an interesting card as well. The DNA, the karma. And I was just talking about this. If you keep looping into this as a bad experience, and the mind's going to keep it alive that it was a bad experience, and it keeps this circle going, and it keeps that energy in place. And they're just reminding you, spirit is here in this moment. The mind wants to keep it alive, but we need to let that go.
Dolly had a question. Can you pull the scroll back a little? Or else if we don't find it, I'll just give her a generic reading.
There was a question. Where was it?
It was. Jerry.
Jerry applied for a job.
Yeah, appreciate to hear a message for him about the job that he applied for. Okay.
Yeah, we love questions.
I'll take, no, I'm going to take from this one. Okay. Okay, so this card is Supreme Protection. So what I get from this card is that no matter what, whether he gets this job or not, he will get work. That his getting work is guaranteed. If it's this job or not, let's see. It's the water element. So the water element has to do with the emotions. If this job feels right emotionally, then it is the right job for him. It's got to resonate emotionally because water is flows, and it's emotion. It's tears. It's removing toxicity from the body. and giving that person clarity emotionally. The water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, and they feel very deeply. This is breathe. So to tell this person to take a breath of air, to stop holding his breath. That anxiety is going to block getting the perfect job, for the ideal job. There's no perfect anything. Correction on that word. The ideal job for him. He is guaranteed work, not to worry, to let go of that anxiety and to breathe. It's almost like he's holding himself like this. Will I get it? Will I not? And he's not connecting with his emotions to really feel if it is a good job for him or not. Because he's got to have it emotionally resonate with him, with the water element. And with breathe, he's got to let go and stop holding on and to fear. And inner goddess, this is saying, let the power shine through you, the confidence, the inner strength to shine through, the confidence to get you that job that you want. But again, make sure that the job resonates with you emotionally, Jerry. Otherwise, it's not for you. You need to get another one. And again, the possibilities are there for you. You will, you have the supreme protection. You will get work. Excuse me. And anyone who says thank you, you're welcome.
Yeah. So that's really it, Angela. Instantly when you woke up, it's all good with love. That's that power of perfect spirit. You're here in this moment. It's that love energy that does clear it up. Denise, I read for you a little earlier. I don't know if you heard it, but I did read for
It's in the recording.
Yeah.
So it's recorded. I'll read for Kelly Hardy. Okay. So Kelly Hardy, are you still there?
I was going to read next.
Oh, it's your turn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just
You're
talking.
Right. My brain's fogged up.
Yeah, I saw something here from Annette.
Sorry.
Annette, are you
Annette
still?
Madden?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Annette, are you still here? That message was some minutes ago. I want to make sure you're still here, because we really do want to read for people that are here so they can.
Right. Exactly.
So let's see if Annette's here. Then we'll answer her question. Yes. Okay, Annette. I like these multi-part questions because they force me to answer in interesting ways. So let's see. Let me pull your thing here. We're going to do this interesting way. I like to do this in an interesting way. So you asked a 3-part question about your future husband. Am I going to meet my husband this year? Okay, let's tap in the shaman. One card on meeting him this year. Have you met him? Another card. Or maybe yeah, you met him, you didn't know it. So that was that card there. Or maybe there's another, I'm feeling there's a third possibility. So there's 3 choices here for you, Annette, for your future husband, if you will. Meet him this year, have you remember already and you don't know. And then there's a third choice. So let's dive into this. When you meet my husband this year, I'm not sure. You're getting the frustration card. So what I'm feeling with the frustration card, you think somebody might be the one, but something doesn't quite gel, doesn't click. So it feels like a lot of frustration possibly this year with that. That's the energy I'm feeling. Well, have you met him already? Well, I'm getting the dream card, which indicates probably not, that you're in your dreams, that you're trying to set your intentions for your ideal partner, if you will. So that's an indication to me that you're dreaming about him, but you actually hasn't physically met him in this realm, if you will. So the dream is good to set him his attention to give the universe direction. So I think this third card is probably the most relevant. So it's the reflection card. All right, so it's just to reflect and just notice, where am I blocking my ideal partner for showing up? Where am I holding beliefs that I'm not good enough, I'm not deserving? Or maybe where are you discounting as well? That's also to reflect. Maybe you met somebody that's pretty good in all sorts of areas, but there's one thing off. So you discount. As Lori was saying before, there's no perfect.
Right.
So it's maybe if you have 10 requirements and 8 of them are met, or 7 of them are met, maybe that's the one. But we have to be aware of the mind being an idealist, or the perfect. And I think that the reflection card is an indication of that, is not necessarily settling, but to see most of the check boxes are checked off, and you're not going to have 100%. Okay, so
look at Henry, what she said on Reek.
Yeah.
You want to give a direction about being able to?
No, well, I don't know. There's a few people that try to join into the healing circle after I close the doors of the healing circle, because that's why I put in the post. I start at 7:30, but close the door at 7:40 because I don't want to break the energy of the circle.
Right.
So during the circle, I saw some people waiting, but I'm not letting them in. It disturbs the energy.
Okay. All right. So Kelly Hardy, are you still here, Kelly? Kelly Hardy. Oh, yes, you're here. Okay. Hi, Kelly. Good to hear back from you.
And Kelly and Chris Keller, you need to repeat these questions for me. I didn't quite see them in the messenger. I glanced, but I don't remember them.
Well, I don't have any question for Kelly, but I
No.
assume she just wants to get some clarity on what we find. Okay. Okay, the first card you're getting is call to action, meaning, can you see that? I hope so. Meaning that you need not procrastinate, you need to act when the time is right, when you intuitively feel it, but don't procrastinate. Don't let something pass you by. The next card I'm getting, listen. So listen to the clues, the little cues that are guiding you toward a new goal. The call to action is toward a new goal, a new direction, learning something new, or looking for maybe a new partner or a new job. But it is a new beginning. It's a call to action to move forward on that. But also, before you leap, into it, you need to listen to yourself and listen to the subtle clues that'll guide you toward it. And then the sacral chakra is about tuning into your creativity. So this may very well be a creative venture that you're attracted to and that comes your way, but you might miss the opportunity if you're all over the place. You need to listen, calm down, and focus on your creative center. And this is a moving away from difficulty. So it looks like you're going into a better period now. You may have encountered a period of stagnation, of slowness, of things not moving in your direction. But this is movement away. It's also reinforcing the call to action card that you need to move out of your space. It might even be physically traveling to do something in a distant place that requires travel. Because this card is also the travel card, but it could be symbolic, moving away from difficulty. So it might be both. You might be getting away from difficulties and taking a trip. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe you're taking a seminar somewhere. But listen to yourself and listen to the clues and the little hidden messages around you that's going to guide you. But don't procrastinate. Do it now, but not impulsively. Okay.
All right, so Chris, I've been tuning into you here for a little bit, Chris. Two things that are coming up to me. I feel a lot of anxiety, some tension. I just feel a little like hyperness is the way I can best describe it. Then also another rather particular interesting feeling. I'm not quite sure how to interpret this one. Right directly in the middle of my back, like by the heart, it feels like tight, like shutting down, like the heart chakra shutting down. Like, where are you not accepting yourself? Where are you not loving yourself? Where are you not trusting yourself? Where you're not believing in yourself? All the kind of things that would shut down that heart chakra. Almost like, that's the best way I can describe it. Let me tune into let me pull an energy card here. Okay, feeling that energy card.
And it's also a feeling of betrayal, being stabbed.
Yeah. Oh, perfect card. Affirmation. About listening to yourself and trusting what your needs are. That's a perfect card. Saying those positive affirmations to yourself, the uplifting information like, you got this, you're good, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, those positive words to yourself. And from there, I'm feeling some I'm actually feeling a few cards here. I feel an animal here and an earth magic. I think that's good. An animal and earth magic on that as well. Let's take a look here. The beaver, the productivity card, just time to just go ahead and do it. So there's some apprehension. That's the anxiety, that being hyped up. And it's just saying, just do it. Don't hold back. Just express yourself. That's the word that's coming to me, express yourself. And this is a perfect card with that. The wind, the activation. But just do it. Activation card means you're meant to take action. You're not supposed to sit by idly and just take it, if you will. Maybe just trying to sit by idly taking it is closing the heart chakra as well. This is all about taking action, really speaking your truth and believing in yourself. That's the affirmation. Standing by your words, not allowing anyone to sway you, if you will.
Okay, Enrique, what's her last name? W. Okay, Enrica or Enrique Henrique. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Just
Yeah.
one reading. Okay.
All right, Susan, I'll read you next.
One card at a time, I feel. This is gratitude, and paying attention to all the gifts that you have will open up the door for more. It'll release some of the blocks. You need to focus more on what you have rather than what you don't have. And notice the things that you do have. It could be subtle, it could be small things, or it could be large things. But just notice them, to be grateful for everyone in your life and everything you have, even the difficult people, because they're causing you to learn and grow. So that's something we discount. We sometimes are not grateful for the difficult people in our lives, but they're the ones that teach us the most. So I want you, this might resonate with you of late. Difficult people or difficult situation. And this is the Cloak of Wisdom. So this is just saying to me that you know the answers and you're not trusting yourself. The Cloak of Wisdom is that you have all the answers right here, right now, but you're not trusting yourself. You're looking outside yourself, and you need to focus on you. You're the number one player in the universe. The world does revolve around you. Without self-awareness, without self-love, it ain't happening. So we need to focus on self first and then everyone else. And finally, look what happens when you do. You get the love card. So there's a lot of love, or being grateful for that love around you. I think it's a lot of it is your ancestors who passed away. I feel you're surrounded by guides and loved ones. I feel you're very supremely protected. I just feel that intuitively that's the message from the card. And it's also saying what I was just saying a moment ago, to love yourself. You are number one. The next card is isolation and being alone. So it could be two possibilities. It could be it's time to get away and to get away by yourself and just rethink who you are and be with yourself. Or it could also be you're feeling a little bit alone of late. And so you're not going to be physically with people in the room with this type of a card. You need to connect more on social media or meetups on the computer, right? To get more in touch with other people, not to feel alone. Or maybe it means you just need to go alone and just take a day trip by yourself, or a yoga retreat, or a whatever retreat, and just reflect and relax. Those are the two words I'm getting that I want you to resonate: reflect and relax. Those are the two words you're going to, the crux of the meeting. Okay, our reading rather. All right.
All right, Susan, I saw your message. So I feel you out there going for a rough time right now, rough few weeks. But we have to realize everyone says happiness is within, but generally happiness is very conditional because of the way the mind is, that certain conditions have to be in place for happiness. It is true that happiness can be within if the mind is completely purified and clear out of all the bias, all the conditions. But typically, you don't want to focus on the happiness. You want to be focused on peace, because peace is within us. Happiness is a human emotion. It's very conditional, but just focus on being in peace and content with what's going on. That I went through a few rough weeks, but I'm still here, still alive, still breathing. There's hope. I can change direction. I can plot a new course. And then from there, I'm going to pull the Shaman's Oracle deck and see what cards have to come out. If there's anything different that Spirit wants to add, let's take a look. Ah, perfect. The guidance card is just reminding you, operate from the internal guidance. This is the true guidance. The mind is creating these conditions, these expectations, demanding happiness to meet these certain conditions. It's saying just release all of that and just really trust this inner guidance within you. And look at this. You're getting the companion, the perfect spirit. That is your inner guide. Your inner guide is perfect spirit. So it's reminding you, watch what you're noticing in your mind. Go back into spirit and see. Then we start getting the hunter of death card. It doesn't mean actual physical death. It actually means stopping the cycle, breaking the cycle, making like almost like a like no more type situation. So the mind's going on and on and on. It's like no more. I'm going to feel my feet. I'm going to get myself grounded, and I'm going to listen and trust myself because the mind's keeping the circus alive, if you will. If the circus is alive, the happiness will never come. So it's about remembering you are perfect spirit. That is your guidance. It's always on. But it's the death card is just reminding you, stop, saying no more. I'm not listening to that nonsense. Spirit knows the way.
Okay, Amik, you're welcome. I'm glad it resonated. I'm going to read for Travis, Stacy Wagey. This is her son. I'll pick 2 cards to start, and then I'll also look at something for you, see how you can relate in a positive way. So this is first for your son. And the first card is taking a leap of faith. So he's afraid to take chances. He's suppressed because he feels like nothing's happening in his life, that things aren't moving forward. He feels discouraged. That's the word I'm getting of all of words, and of all is extremely, supremely discouraged, and he's afraid to move. It's almost immobilizing him, and it's karma releasing. So he's falling into patterns of old behavior that are keeping him stuck. He needs to relax and not to be afraid to try things, to go out and see. So what if it doesn't happen immediately? There's no such thing as failure. The only thing that it is experience. So letting go of these patterns of negativity that are holding him back is the first thing he needs to really do. One more card and see that. But I get that discouragement, and he discourages himself. He won't let himself breathe and try and go out there. And so what if it doesn't happen? So what? So you have time. You'll do it again. There's no such thing as time. It's the mind saying if it doesn't happen now, it's never going to happen. That's the negative belief that's holding him into this discouraged, depressed, deflated position. He feels like he's got nothing to offer the world. That's so wrong, because he's a lovely spirit and he has much to offer everyone. Please tell him this, because I feel this from the heart, not from my mind. And nature spirits, he needs to be feeling one with nature. He feels separated. He feels isolated. He feels alone and again discouraged. So let me read for you to see what you can do for your son. What you can say is, I'm going to pull 1 card to start. I want to see the energy around boundaries. So this is having healthy boundaries between you and your son. It's not blocking, putting a wall around you and shutting him up and shutting him off. It's just creating healthy boundaries and not being so afraid, feeling so protective that you want to make things right for him. You want to fix things for him. He must do this himself by letting go of the fear that he'll fail, and his inability to step out of the darkness into the light. You have to just let go of him and let him evolve on his own. By coddling him, it's not going to help him. Maybe someone else it would, but not him. And I'm not saying tough love, but not soft babying him. It's not going to help him. It'll just keep him more stuck and feeling less empowered. That's the thing. We need to empower him, but leave him alone. And the next card, and I'm going to stop after this. I feel I had enough, is Spark of the Divine. This is something that you're both learning from. You have to learn to let go and let him grow up, and he has to learn to stand on his feet. This is the Spark of Divine, that there's a message here. It's going to make you both grow and become better people for it. So it won't mean that you're abandoning your son. It means that you're letting him have his space. Okay.
All right. So, all right. Maha 77 just jumped in. Perfect, because we were caught up on the scroll. So is anybody watching that needs a message, let us know.
Yeah, if we missed you, we didn't do it deliberately.
All right, let me just...
There must be a few people we missed.
Yeah, so let me tune into Maha 77, watching on YouTube. Let's see what I'm feeling there. Okay, let's see let's pull an energy card first and take a look at that. You're getting the elevation card. The elevation is about rising above the fear, rising above the mental noise of discouragement, the voice that says you can't do this. It's all about rising above that voice to see that you are not your thoughts. You are greater than your thoughts, that you are the perfect spirit. And I'm feeling a word for you. Let's see what the word is here from blessed. Nice card. Blessed is just reminding you that look at all the good things you have around you. The mind's always in lack, that you're missing something. But just look at all your accomplishments. Look at all your belongings, that you're being gifted with all this stuff, but the mind's still in the place of lack, perhaps. So just reminding you to elevate above that noise. And let's take a look here. I'm feeling an animal for you as well. Let's take a look here. Elevation of blessed and the raccoon, the resources. Just reminding you have all the resources within you. It's once again, it's that mind and lack, that you're missing something. And this is reminding you that you have everything within you. And the outside world is simply your aids, your tools. But the instructions are coming from within. Follow those instructions and heed the advice. If it says do this, do that, then do this, do that. If you're feeling called to ask for help, do that as well. Just be aware of the voice trying to limit you. Just reminding you, you are gifted. You have everything
I
within
just
you.
want to see this message from Stacy, just to see. No, that was one. How? Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw. Okay. All right. Kate of Utica.
Kate O of Utica.
Kate O. I'm in time frame. Okay, so I guess she wants a message, or
Yeah.
it's just a confirmation.
Yeah, just a
All
general
right,
message.
for Kate O, I believe you do want a message. I'll pull one card for you. Archangel Michael, and he's bringing healing and knowledge into your life. So this is a spiritual time for you, a lot of spiritual growth. It might not be something that's physical or a tangible, like getting a new job or a new relation, but it's a lot of inner growth. And that's coming to the realizations about your life. It's about really, like aha moment. I've got this. I know what this means, and this healing that comes into your life through the experiences and being in tune with the experience. The next card I'm getting is a movement meditation. So this is saying that we need to be slowing down to relax. The healing and knowledge comes through slowing down and focusing and calming the mind down, and to celebrate life. Also, at the same time, this card is also movement. It's about being in touch with the spiritual self, but also having a good time. Also, not saying it's either or. Life isn't either or. We can have fun. We can be out in the world and still be connected spiritually. We can still move through life like a moving meditation, to be one with all there is. And this is cleanse. So I believe that you need to do some spiritual cleansing, letting go of the old negative beliefs that are nagging you and holding you back, the toxicity. So that's the realization also, that you know what is deterring you, what is holding you back, what's preventing you from moving forward. And one last card is that Archangel Raphael is very, very wonderful, and you are protected. And the last is the spring, having a really good time with yourself and enjoying getting out in nature and really being one with it. Try to feel what it's like to be a blade of grass, or to be a squirrel, or to be a bird, and really get in tune with nature. That's going to help you, but you are going through a big period of psychological and spiritual growth. And it's a significant time. Don't discount it because it's subtle. It's not a brand new car or something right in front of you in your face. It's growth a steady growth that's going to really improve your life in the long run.
All right, so Tammy has some questions, so I'm going to read for Tammy. I see Shauna here from Ireland. Greetings. And then I also have Lonnie here. So let's.
Well, yeah, at one point we'll see how much more we can do.
Yeah, but we can get through here. So let's take a look. Tammy has 2 family members. Let's take a look into those. Well, first I was tuned into Jake. When I tuned into Jake, I just felt a swirl of debris is the best way I could describe it. And I was trying to clear out some of that stuff, overthinking things and worried and just, typical stuff before a procedure. The mind starts going overdrive. It's very normal, but it's also very preventative, I guess, if you will, from that grace energy to come through to take care of things. So we wanted to clear that out as well. So let me just see. This is for Jake. Then we'll do Lil's job here, but this is for Jake. Oh. So yeah, you're asking about divinely protective for both of them. So Jake, definitely again, that the shamans of the stars, reminding you that he is one with all that is. And when he's one with all that is, the strength is there. So it's important to remove that debris, to allow that grace, that energy to come through, that healing energy, that the body can take care of itself if we get this mind out of the way. And the medical field or their tools or aids, but ultimately has to start with us, that we are the catalyst for all healing. So it's good. Shaman of the Stars with the strength is perfect. And then you're also getting the reflection card, just reflecting on the nonsense stories that aren't serving you, which is very normal when you're having a procedure. It's normal to have the anxiety, but it's saying the more you can relax, the stronger you will be. And let's take a quick look at Lil's job. What I'm feeling for that is an energy card and an animal, so we'll do that. The energy, and I feel an animal too for them more. Actually, it feels like that card feels better. Okay, so the energy around Lil is the courage card. So it just tells you that there's a lot of fear. Am I getting this job? Am I worried? Am I concerned? It's saying walk through that. This fear is false. If you live in that fear, it blocks. Just like I was tuning with Jake, same thing. Grace energy is always descending. The mind's trying to block this energy. It doesn't even know it's doing it because the mind's so caught up in its own story, it forgets that I'm one with all that is, and that's where my strength is. So just reminding her that she has all this fear, anxiety. The more she can relax, the more likely she will get that job. And yeah, the just do it card of just walking through that fear, staying calm, staying cool, collected. That's the action that needs to be taken, and to realize that it's all good if I get in my own way. All right, so here we go. There's some, all right.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, Kate.
We got Shauna and Lonnie here.
You're done? I'm next.
And I'll read the one you don't read.
This is for Shauna, last name initial M.
All right, then I'll read for Lonnie.
Okay. Oh, look at this, Shauna. You are able to heal yourself. It's the healer. You are the ultimate healer. You can heal your life by focusing on all of the wonderful things that you have, your attributes and the kindness in your heart. And you being loving and compassionate toward others. So just by being you and doing the kind deeds you have, you are healing others. And you also, when you do that, provide services and love to others, and you're compassionate, you are healing yourself. You're a natural healer. And this is saying what you need to do to connect with that healing energy more is Gaia, which is the earth connection. We need more grounding. So Sam always says, and I like this, that feel your feet, feel your hand, feel where you are. And what I like is imagine you're sitting in a chair, and you can do this while you're sitting in a chair, and you imagine a white light coming from down from the top of the head, entering your body, filling your body, and going out through the soles of the feet down into the earth. And that's also a good way to ground yourself, also getting out inside with nature and actually connecting and touching the soil letting it run through your fingers and smelling the air and listening to the birds. That's another direct connection to the earth. So you could do it physically through nature or and feeling your body, or it could be some other way, like mentally projecting that energy moving up and down the body, particularly the spine, releasing that kundalini flow of healing energy. The next card is quiet time. So we need quiet time out in nature. This is a time to have time alone and to meditate and to be relaxed and to be with nature. And that's what you need at the moment. And the last card, if you do that, you're going to create something new, because the aces is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is about actually being an entrepreneur or creating something new with your life. But it also means powerful new beginnings. So if you do all of these things, that will lead to some positive changes in your life. So great, you are a healer. So here, but we always have to heal ourselves first before we can heal others.
Yeah, so I see your question, Susan. I was going to be for Lonnie, but just real quick, Susan, the big thing that this comes from my own personal experience, severe bipolar and anxiety. It's really about the belief system around that, as I mentioned before. And you say there, does she believe she can be at peace and not dragged all over the place by her mind? That's the first thing. Where is her belief system? Don't worry about healing bipolar. That's just too complicated for mine. But can she find the peace, saying bipolar doesn't have to define me? Does she have a belief system that peace is possible? I think that's the key question there. Does she believe peace is possible? I believe that I could achieve inner peace, so I was able to heal it. But that's the whole belief system there. And let me read for Lonnie here and tap into Lonnie's energy here with the energy card. Let's take a look here. Oh, the manifestation of light. It just reminds us that we are the light, that the real beauty is within us, that everything is composed of this light. So everything we manifest is a manifestation of this light. And this light is being directed by our thoughts. So if you're getting things in your life that you don't want or appreciate, it's just a moment to reflect. Why are my thoughts directing the light to manifest this? Because the universe is always saying yes. So you got your light here, and the universe is waiting in intention, instructions, if you will, and it creates that. It's always saying yes. It's pretty magical, and usually in ways we don't want. But here's some shaman's oracle cards to go with that as well. The manifestation of light that was coming to me. And let's see. Oh, the frustration. Yeah, it's all about your thought system, that you're frustrated with life. It's about reflecting on those beliefs, because the universe is always saying yes, because you have the manifestation tool there, your light, and your mind's directing it. I want more frustration indirectly, and it just amplifies that, because the universe doesn't play favorites. It really follows the mind. It always sees it as a big yes. And then the foresight. It's reminding you, just notice how your thoughts are creating your future and what's happening in the future.
Okay, so who's have we read for? Someone new.
There's Una Grace.
Okay, Una. What is really going on with my daughter, and how can I best help? I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to pull some cards for your daughter, and then we'll look and see. I'll pull one or two for you. It's about your daughter. What can you, what's going on? Well, let's see. This is, she's the communication, the throat chakra. That's that's your throat, and it's a blue color. And it shows that she's holding back communication. She's not telling you what's bothering her. There are things that are bothering her that are personal, and she's not telling you. She's not, and you need to encourage her to speak up and to tell her, but not to force her or badger her into it. Let her do it in her own time. But she is keeping things to herself right now. And this is a card of celebration. So this means that she's not having enough fun in her life. She needs to celebrate her life. There doesn't have to be an occasion for her to bring joy. It also means that you can do something nice for her, maybe take her out to eat, or do something to get her out of the doldrums, if you will. The celebration card is about having a good a good time. And it shows she's not having fun now. She's not communicating. She's just bottled up and feeling a little bit reclusive, if you will. And maybe it also the celebration, or maybe she's going out and partying to hide from her feelings. So it could go either way. This is her not having trust in herself. The trust card comes up. And what you can do is to instill that belief in her that she can trust herself, because she thinks that the answers are outside of herself. And like the reading I did before, parents want to fix things for their children and give them the answers and get on with it. And we can't do it because they have to grow in their own time and they have to find the answers themselves. So this is instilling trust that everything will be okay, because things always are, if you let go of the fear and to stop surrounding things with negative energy, if you just let things flow, that she can do this, she can handle this, but she doesn't have trust in herself and she's not opening up to you. So that's the issue with her. She needs to communicate and let go of some of this thing she's holding back. Now let me pull a card for you and see what you need to do for you in relation to the question nature. I believe that the card nature in this sense is having to do, it's the nature of moms to want to fix things. I said this before, but it's true. So this, let's see what I get next, because I feel there's more information coming. Again, you need to, for her to encourage her to look at the accomplishments in her life. She's looking at the failures, and there are no such thing as failures. I mentioned that before. It's only experiences that the mind labels. When the mind starts labeling things, all hell breaks loose. So you need to get her out of her mind and to focus on the good things that she's done, and also to help her to um, find the things that she wants to do by being honest with herself. So you can encourage her to speak to you. What would you like to do? And then maybe offer some positive advice about learning something new, or about what the next step should be. And finally, yeah, she might need to just upgrade her skills or go back to school. But you need to see what she needs, and you need to you need to trust that she can trust herself and find the answers. You need more trust, and she needs more trust in her. Okay.
All right, so I see Casey Marie here jumping here at the last minute, but we have time. Let me read for Casey here. Then we'll probably wrap it up. Yes, Susan, yeah, we have to really see what that person's belief system is, because beliefs drive our reality. Because whether you believe it or not, you're right. That's where your belief system is. It can define your life. So this is for Casey. Let me really tune into your energy, Casey. Let me just clear out a second. Okay. I'm actually going to start with an animal. This one. Okay. That animal, along with the word. Okay. Let's start with these two with Casey, and we'll see where I'm going, if I need to go anyplace else. So for Casey, Spirit is really interesting here. All right, we'll see. The fox, the adaptability, about adapting to the situation that's happening. Really being adaptable. Then you're getting the other card, the poised card. Really interesting message. How do you stay poised within the changes that are happening? That's probably one of the biggest challenges for the humanness of us, that gets anxious, stressed, worried. We got these changes coming. This is really a natural source of anxiety and stress. And the poised card is just reminding you, hey, it's going to be all right. The mind's telling you all these stories about the changes that are happening, but it's going to be all right. I really like that pull there, adaptability with the poise, because that's a critical skill for everyone to learn. The mind hates change. The mind prefers what's familiar. It doesn't care if you're in pain, suffering. The mind likes what's familiar. But when you see a new change that we know we need to take, the mind starts to freak out. But then if you say poise within that, the change will go a lot smoother and it'll work out a lot better. So that's rather interesting. And let me just wrap up with one last card here for the shaman's deck with that. And yeah, as the loss card has to deal with the change. Sometimes we lose something, something drops out of our life, and we have to adapt. We have to find another way, and the mind starts to freak out. But saying, stay poised, regardless of the situation. What drops away needs to drop away to allow the new to come in.
Yeah, well, it's the most difficult thing for a parent to wait for a child to ask for advice. We always want to jump in and help. It's our nature to protect children, but thank you for your feedback. I'm glad it was appropriate for you and helped you. Who didn't get a reading? Maybe one last person.
Tammy's asking for a reading for herself. You want to give Tammy a reading?
Yeah, I'll pull a card. I think you should read also for her. That's our last person. The first card I'm getting for you is purification. So we need to let go of some of the toxins to clear the body. I feel better in nutrition, drinking more water, getting more rest would be good for cleansing and detoxification and purification. And inspire passion. You need more passion and fun in your life to have more adventure, more excitement. Sam, you take over and you can. I'm getting intuitively that, yeah, she needs maybe time to get some rest and go away, and that's how the body would recharge itself.
Let me pull two cards from the shaman's deck here. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look. Oh, nice cards. All right, the spirit of wisdom within us. That is the divine protection, is listening to that own voice within us. And then reminding you, if you can't hear this voice, trust that it will come in your dreams, and take note of your dreams. That you're trying to get a message to you, and the mind may be blocking with its busyness. So spirit likes to give messages in dreams when the mind's not so caught up in what's happening around it. So it's really a reminder that we're always dancing in this wisdom. If we can just relax.
Okay, is there anyone else? I think we read for everyone, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love that synchronicity, Casey. Yeah, that there's no mistakes in the universe. So it's just a confirmation. It's a confirmation card, the fox, the adaptability. It's perfect.
Tammy, maybe this message is to inspire passion, to find a way to really stoke that fire and maybe do something creative. While we're detoxing and taking care of our health, we could also maybe find something new that's inspiring you. So that might be really what Sam is talking about too, that hidden message of how that could come about, what resonates with you.
All right, I think we are done for tonight.
Do you want to pull one last card for the group?
Do we want to pull this card? Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah.
Let's see an animal that wants to come out. All right, I think this animal feels good. Let's go there. And let's take a look here. Oh, perfect. The eagle, the spirit, trusting in our true self. The card says trusting your higher self, but I don't really prefer the term higher self. It gets us looking outside of ourselves when we actually want to look within ourselves. So really look within yourself and trust you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Take care of that health. Okay. And the last card for everyone. Let's see what we get. Oh, inner wisdom. Trust and know that the answers are inside you. Trust yourself. That's the best advice any of us could give you. And really appreciate who you are.
Yeah, we both got the same card for the ending. That's pretty interesting.
That's a good message for. Okay, I think we're done for this evening, and catch us next time.
Yep. See you next week. Take good care of yourself.
Have a good time. Have a good week. Be happy, be healthy, be wealthy and wise.
Yep. Good night.